Welcome all of you to this pre-market session. Today we will discuss about the next action plan for the day. Before we start, I apologize for the delayed start today, but anyways, let us start it. We'll start with the Dow-Mantic method, discussing about the index. Now we are looking at Bank Nifty. Now earlier in Bank Nifty yesterday at this point in time, we all saw that it was very clearly written as a buy call option now, exit put and buy call option now. We got into a call option, and then immediately at this point in time when there was a zigzag, then that was the point we were supposed to exit, but then it said hold put option instead of exit call option. So I think there is a small slippage in the data there, but then we would have exited the call option. And we discussed during the live market session that if the intraday 3-speed signal gives us a sell, then we will get into a short trade, that is buy a put option. But then we knew that intraday 3 long and intra-week long were a mismatch. So whatever trade we get in the put option, that we have to check the Tenkai signal. So when it said buy put option now, at this point in time, we checked the Tenkai signal. There was no zigzag. There was no edge point in Nifty at the same time. So we went ahead, we bought a put option. So I bought a put option, 19,000 strike price put option at around 146 rupees premium, and we are still holding on to it. Now it says hold put option. We will hold on until it says exit put option now. So as the price of Bank Nifty, if it starts coming down somewhere close to this long signal edge point in intraday 3, or the long signal edge point in intra-week, or if any zigzag appears there, then we will get an exit for the put option. So we'll have to watch out for it. But then instead of coming down, if the price starts going up, then we will wait until it says exit put and buy call option. So when it says that, that is when we can go ahead and buy the put call option now. So this is about the Bank Nifty as per the Dow-Mantic method level 2. Now let us check what's happening in Nifty. In Nifty, you can see here, yesterday it was a full day of holding call option, but then just before the market closed, somewhere at this point in time, it said exit call and buy put option. So you could have got into a put option. I think I got into 9,500 strike price put option at around 35 rupees premium, right? So this is the point where we have entered into a put option. Now, since when it said buy put option intraday 3 long and intra-week long, there was a mismatch. We checked the Tenkai signal, that is Bank Nifty. There was no zigzag or edge point in Bank Nifty, so we went ahead and did the trade. But anyways, today if the price of Nifty starts coming down somewhere close to this intraday 3 long signal edge point or intra-week long signal edge point, or if any zigzag appears before that right at the bottom, then we may get an exit. Now after that, instead of coming down, if the price starts going up, then just wait until it says exit put option and buy call option. That is when you can get into a call option. Until then, we just have to wait here. So this is about Nifty and Bank Nifty. If there is any other stock that you want to check, you can text me. We can see that. In the meantime, I'll also open dynamic system. We can see what's happening in dynamic system level 2. Is there any other stock that you want to check as per the Dow-Mantic method? Now, this is what is happening in SBI Live. You can see here somewhere at this point in time, when there was a zigzag breakout, that is when the action has told us to buy a call option. We would have got into a call option, but then after that, we are still holding on to it. A dynamic system caution did appear, but I'm not sure whether we were in a good profit enough to to do a shift over there. So, or else we are currently holding on to this call option. Wait until it is written here to exit call option. That is when you can exit the trade in SBI Life. Let us check Dr. Reddy's. So this is the case of Dr. Reddy. Now earlier at this point in time it has told us to buy a put option. Now after buying a put option we are currently holding on to it. Now as we are holding on to it, the price has come down. The intraday 3 long signal has also given us a sell. So now just hold on. Probably as the price comes down, if it reaches an intra-week long signal edge point, that is when you may get an exit. Now until it tells you to exit put option, just hold on to it. You don't have to hurry up anywhere. So let us check dynamic system. I'm sorry, just hold on. Give me a moment. Let me just now there's a case of Bank Nifty here. We are looking at, yes, and then we, as you can see here, yesterday at this top, now it has reached a trend edge point, the mid trend and the long trend edge point in Bank Nifty. So anyone holding long position in Bank Nifty, you're supposed to exit at range 2 today. Just note down what is the range 2 value, and then the price trades below range 2, then you can exit your long positions. Now after exiting long position, if the price comes down and trades below range 4, then you can directly get into a short position. There is no need to place 0.5% less just because it is coming down from a trend edge point. But instead, if the price starts going up, then just simply hold on your long position with range 2 as your exit for the whole day. So this is about Bank Nifty. Let us check what's happening in Nifty. So this is the case of Nifty. No, Mr. Vishwanath, for Bank Nifty, you can exit at range 2, wait for range 4 to take a short position, because any which ways it is in between trend. That is one point that you have to keep in mind. And this is the case of Nifty. You can see here the price has very clearly closed above all the trends and got into a uptrend. So if anyone is holding long in Nifty, then as per dynamic system level 2 trading method, now what you're supposed to do here is wait for range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lower, place 0.5% less from there. That will be your exit and reverse point. You can exit long and get into a short at that point in time. So, or else until then you can simply hold on to the long position in Nifty. But if anyone has taken a option in Nifty, that is if you have bought a call option yesterday, as the price made a high, it reached a weekly trend edge point. So at that point in time, one could have shifted over their option position. So if you're trading in options using dynamic system, as I told you, just make sure that you shift over at every given point. Now, yesterday, if you remember, it also touched the DMBOTS values in Nifty, wherein you could have very easily shifted over your call options, and you can relax as of now. But then anyways, wait for range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lesser. From there, place 0.5% less from there. That will be your exit and reverse point. So this is as per the level 2 trading method using dynamic system for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, in the meantime, Mr. Anand had asked for Canara Bank. Let us check what's happening in Canara Bank using Dynamic Live. Now, there's the case of Canara Bank, Mr. Anand. As you can see here, there's a point wherein it has told us to buy a call option. Now, after that, we would have got into a call option. After buying a call option, now uh, you can see here there is a zigzag on top and intra-week wherein we would have exited the call option. After exiting the call option, the price moved up even further. Now, as the price moved up further, I think we have got a zigzag breakout. You can see here it says intra-week zigzag buy signal. So this would have been a breakout here. So again, it has asked us to buy a call option, and the price has closed at the entry price itself. So as of now, we will currently hold on to this call option. Wait until it tells you to exit call option. But then if the price starts moving up, and if you come across any other new dynamic system caution, and if your option is in a good profit, then don't forget to shift over. Mr. Lokesh Murthy wants Reliance. Let us check Reliance. Now, this is the case of Reliance. In Reliance, you can see here the action says stay tuned for the next trade. It means there is no trade as of now. So you are supposed to wait, and the preparation is also not preparing us for any immediate action as of now. So just hold on. If the price starts coming down, then once intraday 3 speed signal gives us a sell, that is when it will tell us buy put option now. But then if it says buy put option, just know that this intraday 3 long and intra-week long are still in buy. So it will be a mismatch. So since there is a mismatch, check the Tenkai signal before you do the trade. And if you're trading in Reliance, you know that Nifty can be used as the Tenkai signal for Reliance. So if there is any zigzag or edge point Nifty at the same point at the bottom, then avoid the trade. If there is nothing, then go ahead and do the trade. Got it? So this is about the Dynamic method and dynamic system level 2 trading method. If anyone has any other questions in these two, please ask me now before we move on to the DSPT, dynamic super power trading method. I'll give you a minute's time. If there is any other questions or doubts, you can ask me now. All right, looks like there are no doubts. So let us move on to dynamic super power trading. So we'll start off with Bank Nifty here. Now in Bank Nifty, you have seen that yesterday there is a weekly caution on top. Now, if you remember, there was a major caution like monthly and quarterly at the bottom, and after that, We did have a weekly caution at the bottom somewhere earlier. From the weekly caution at the bottom, the price has started moving up, and now it has reached another weekly caution on top. Now, even if it has reached a weekly caution on top, we waited for a better confirmation. Now, ID3 speed signal has given us a sell, so we would have taken a short position. We would have exited long position and got into a short position yesterday. Now, after you have got into a short position, wait until the price starts coming down. The moment it reaches any intraday 3 long signal edge or even intra-week long signal edge, don't forget to shift over. But as it comes down to this intra-week long signal edge, if you come across any C1D caution, any dynamic system caution at the bottom, then make sure that you use the better confirmation. Don't go for the sharp confirmation. Wait for intraday 1 or intraday 3 speed, anyone to give you a buy, and then you can get into a long trade. But then until then, just hold on to it. So this is about the thing. But instead of coming down, if the price starts going up again, wait for intraday 3 speed signal itself to give you a buy, and let it give a buy, let it give a clear buy, let it give a clear buy. Okay, so if you can see there, now intraday 1 long signal is also in sell. Sometimes when intraday 3 speed signal gives a buy, then intraday 3 long signal is still in sell. So at that point in time, you cannot do the trade, so you just have to hold to your short. So all I'm trying to tell you is, if the price goes up, intraday 3 speed signal gives you a buy, it has to give you a buy without any caution for you to get into a long trade, or else you can just hold on to the short position. Mr. Suhag, now even if there is a zigzag, now if you know this, the pressure on top is a bit higher. So even if there is any zigzag at the bottom, even if there is any zigzag at the bottom, either in intra-week or intraday, intraday 3, we will still hold on to the short position, right? So that is one thing that you can do here. Just hold on to it, because it is coming down from a weekly caution on top. And to supporting this, even in Nifty we had a weekly caution, and some of the banking stocks also we have a weekly caution. So all of them are coming down from a weekly caution on top, so the pressure will definitely increase. So let us check what's happening in Nifty now. Now here is a case of Nifty. In Nifty, you can see here once again, even in Nifty there is a weekly caution, and then there was a straddle also, C10 straddle and C4 weekly caution. So the pressure is high in Nifty compared to Bank Nifty. And then Nifty, there is also a C1 caution, NMC. The monthly caution has also started on top. So we waited for a better confirmation. Intraday 3 speed signal did give us a sell. So same action like Bank Nifty. If the price starts coming down, in between, if you get any zigzags, don't exit there, just hold on to your position. But when you get any zigzag at the bottom somewhere at this point in time, let us say, and if you are already holding a put option, and if your put option is running in a good profit, then there is absolutely no problem if you can shift over, right? So in options, shifting over is very, very crucial, and it will help you on the long run. So don't forget to shift over. Even if it reaches this intraday 3 long signal edge point, you can shift over. If it reaches intra-week long signal edge point, you can still shift over. But if there is any dynamic system caution at the bottom, like if you get any C1D caution, then from here, if it starts going up, wait for the better confirmation, intraday 1 or intraday 3 speed, anyone to give you a buy, then you can exit short and get into a long, or else hold on to your short position. The pressure has increased on top, but without anything. Now if the price, instead of coming down, if it straight away starts moving up, then let ID3 speed signal give you a buy. Let it give you a buy without any caution, right? Without any caution, if it gives you a buy, that is when you can exit short and get into a long. Now, Mr. Vishwanath, when I say if the price goes up, an intraday 3 speed signal gives a buy. Now, this buy signal will be against this pressure on top. So, in such a case, I said you have to check that whether ID3 speed signal is giving you a buy without any caution. When I say without any caution, it means when ID3 speed signal gives a buy, it should not say wait and buy. Sometimes when it gives a buy, along with that, there may be a immediate zigzag. It should not be there. Or when it gives a buy, then a sideways start will come. It should not be there. or at the same time an ID3 speed signal has given a buy either in intraday 1 long, intraday 1 or intraday 2 or in intra week, there could be a zigzag on top or a edge point on top. In such a case also we will not take any action. We will wait with the short position. Whichever is blocking on top, we will wait for that to clear out so that we can exit short and get into a long. So this is how one can check cautions. In such a case, we will may check ID2 also. But then now that you have taken a short position, if the price starts coming down, there is absolutely no need for you to check any ID2 anywhere here. But once it reaches this intra-week long signal edge point, and if you come across any dynamic system caution at the bottom, so in such a case, from here, if it starts going up, now what we normally do is we wait for better confirmation. That is, let intraday 1 long or intraday 2 long or intraday 3 speed signal, whichever comes first. Let any one of these three give us a buy. Then we can exit short and get into a long. That is where we will make use of intraday 2, or else rest as of now we don't have to use it anywhere else. Got it? So this is about Nifty and Bank Nifty as per dynamic superpower trading method. Now Mr. Vedvyas has asked for Kotak Bank. Let us check Kotak Bank. What's happening there? Now there's a case of Kotak Bank. In Kotak Bank, you can see here there is a straddle dynamic caution on top, and from there the price has come down. The intraday 3-speed signal has given a sell. If you are asking as per the Domantic method, Mr. Vedvyas, anyhow at this intraday 3-speed signal sell, it has told us to buy a put option, and we are currently holding on to the put option. But when it told us to buy a put option, there was a mismatch. So since there was a mismatch, we would have checked the Tenkai signal, that is Bank Nifty. And in Bank Nifty, there was no zigzag or edge point at the bottom at this given point in time. So we would have gone ahead, we would have bought a put option in Kotak Bank. Now, if the price starts coming down and if it reaches any intraday 3 long signal edge or intra-week long signal edge, then it will prompt us for an exit. So wait until it tells you to exit put option, then you can go ahead and do the trade. Got it? So this is all about the Domantic method, dynamic system, as well as the dynamic superpower trading method. Mr. Testness has asked for silver. Let us check what's happening in silver. Give me a second. Now, this is the case of silver. We are looking at a silver daily chart. I have opened silver, not silver mini, just to give you clarity. And This is the case of silver, the first month contract. You can see here there is an amazing movement that you have got here, and you could have made some amazing profits as well. Now, anyways, if you are currently holding on to a long position, there is no trend edge point on top. If the price starts coming down, then look at range 4 or daily speed signal SL, whichever is lower. Now, from there, reduce 0.5%. That will be your exit and reverse point. Okay, so this is the case of silver as of now. But or else if it keeps going up, then just hold on to your long position, nothing to worry anywhere. So this is about commodities, silver. If there is any other questions or doubts, you can ask me now. If there are no doubts, then please text me saying that there are no doubts. All right, looks like there are no doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Now wish you all a happy trading, wish you all a great day with great profits coming your way. Now see you on the other side in the next session. Until then, very good day to all of you, and thank you for joining.